Peace, love, light, and overstanding, family. This is Light Warrior, and back at it again. And that is because I noticed they stepped up their campaign trying to block what I was posting on the Book of Fake. And then I saw where they had blocked Brother Rod on Instasham. So blocked him from doing lives. And for me, it's very important to let the people know what's really going on the land because they're not telling you. They want you to believe what they're putting in so-called mainstream media. So I'm going to say it again that we are no longer a functional government. We are in what is known as continuity of government. You can look that up with FEMA. Okay, continuity of government status is what we are in. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. There is no operational government. Everything that appears to be an operational government is only that in appearance. They want you to believe that the government is still functioning, and it was de facto, even when it wasn't, but it isn't. Okay? So the brother Rod, recorded this like yesterday or the day before on Instasham. And this is since they're blocking him from doing lives on his regular page, which is the Sick Ape, TheSikape. This is on his Morpheus Mysticus Megas Instasham page. Okay, so I queued it up here. It's just about a minute or two. I try to keep these short because I know everybody's distracted and, you know, um, with all the nonsense that's going on. So, give me a second here. Okay. Okay, listen, it's just about a minute.
I can motherfucking do what you told me to do without you having to micromanage me to make sure it get done right. I'm not gonna fall out with the team that don't understand the assignment as I do. I'm just gonna keep repeating this shit over and over again until we start to wake the fuck up. And believe me, I'm tired of repeating myself. I showed you who they was, where they came from, how they got here. I showed you where to find their plans, their strategies, their tactics, how to counter that shit. This is what we did to compensate for this over here. This is how we moved the people around on the land. This is why we moved the people around on the land. This is how they backdoor us while we was moving the people around on the land. And they thought that we didn't secure every motherfucking goddamn corner of the land. But guess what? In the end, I can just undo that shit in reverse engineer the invasion from the time we are now back to when they came, and I can tell you they don't belong here. They ain't like us. I don't give a fuck how much they look like us. I don't care if they tell you they African, if they Umbike or Umbuku. I wouldn't give a fuck if they from goddamn India or China. It don't matter. These motherfuckers that look like us, that ain't us, that call themselves the white man, free white persons in law, that came over here as the black nobility exercising the power of Rome, and all roads lead back to Rome, tell me that all these motherfuckers is in cahoots together. And when I trace the money back to Switzerland, find out the money in Switzerland finances the Vatican, and that the Vatican is the front company for the backdrop, that's the black nobility, the secret motherfuckers behind the scenes. When I get done telling you all that shit, somebody gotta tell y'all. Now that we know that shit, we not gonna dwell on it. We gonna act on that shit. We gonna go back to the culture. And the culture say the most loved, most respected gets his rank. And the culture say the most qualified hold the function until they can raise a qualified replacement. Here we is. I'm gonna tell y'all every motherfucking thing that women are making.
All right, family. So I just wanted you to hear that. He's been saying it, but he kind of summarized it real good there about what's really going on. And so we'll stop looking at the so-called white man like that's the enemy, when the reality is it's niggas that look like us that ain't us that have been behind that, putting the so-called white man out front to be the fall guy. But the people who have been oppressing us look like us. Okay? And the defunct corporation masquerading as a government, okay, de facto, it is now defunct. All right? When you know the signs and when you know what to look for, you can see it all around you in real time that it has fallen. We're still waiting for enough people to detach from it. Okay, so we can exercise our right and take our shit back. But as long as enough of us are still enabling them to keep up this facade, it'll continue on. So, again, that was the brother Rod Hayes on his Instasham page. And again, that's Morpheus Mysticus Megas. And it's Light Warrior, and I'm signing off. Appreciate y'all for listening and watching. Till next time, peace, love, light, and overstanding.